Hey and hello there everyone! Welcome back to the Strike Streams Friday edition, 4-4 edition. How are we all doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Speaking of 4, this stream wasn't somehow accidentally set to 4 o'clock. No. So how are we all doing? On Lara, hi, welcome. Let's say hi to some people. So on Lara, hi, Kieran, hi, Xander, hi. Is there anyone else here? Probably actually no. But hello to all the people who've said hi. Let me just quickly sort everything out, because hang on, everything's a little bit, well, not in disarray, but like, I feel like my stuff is all, like, not, like, everything's, like, in sort of a bit skewed the wrong way, and I need to, there we go, hopefully that's better. So, hang on, the cat's, like, going nuts, oh my gosh. Oh, guess what finally shined for On Lara today? On Lara, did you get the Golden Mesprit? Or was it something better? The Golden Mesprit! It was the Golden Mesprit! Yay! Oh, that's brilliant! Congrats! Oh, well, I'm very, very, very happy you got that. Excellent. Cheese! Hi! Welcome. Lovely to see you. Hang on, I need to move, like, this forward and then... There we go, that's better. Okay. There we go. So... Now the question is, will Pokémon Sword and Shield get a Switch 2 edition where the trees look 10% better? That is the question. So how are we doing? Okay, so anyway, Buck. Wait, was Kevin high? Yes, Kevin high. And then Xavier high. Welcome. Oh, your week has been insane ever since you got the shiny charm. Oh, well, congrats on getting the shiny charm at least. So hello. Okay, so there's a bunch of people here. You guys kind of largely know what to do, and we've kind of done the intros and stuff, so I think we can kind of, like, get into it a bit today, can't we? So let's see if we can figure out who is around for either a Uxie, a Blacephalon, or a Thunderous, I guess. Oh, Shiny Lele and Zekrom. Nice. Congrats. Congrats. But yeah, no, so my current tickets are for Uxie, Thunderous, and Blacephalon. It would be really good if there were people here who could do those, but I need you guys to let me know whether or not you can do those. So, please let me know using our standard little template. Say strike in big capital letters, and then say I can do, and then say whether you can do Thunderous, Uxie, and or Blacephalon. Ready, set, bow, let me know. You guys can get into it right away today. Also, I'm gonna cough. Hang on. There we go. Oh, there are videos saying the pre-orders are suspended. So, yes, basically, the ability to pre-order is, like, delayed indefinitely. The release date is still listed as the same, like, they haven't planned to, I mean, unless something's changed in the last couple of hours, but basically it's just doing pre-orders has been delayed, because of the tariffs and all, you know, like yesterday I said there was a load of chaos in, like, the markets and stuff like that. And that's why, like, the Switch's price is high, because it was probably Nintendo kind of hedging their bets. Well, now it's, like, getting even worse, so now they're kind of holding off on the pre-orders, because they might need to, like, you know, readjust the prices even more. So, yeah. So, yes, you can't pre-order any Switches in America at the minute. You can in other countries, but not in America, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, anyway, let's see. Ooh, okay. why don't we begin with Thunderous, and let's have on Lara Kevin Kieran, and then we'll kind of take it from there, shall we? Oh my god, I might have to go deal with the cat though. Because he's like really misbehaving. Oh no, I didn't delete the spreadsheet. But the spreadsheet's filling it itself. Oh my gosh, what a day for the spreadsheet to finally learn how to do that. Or I could just thank Kramin because, yeah, I mean, well, actually no, maybe I probably didn't delete the spreadsheet, but sometimes like the spreadsheet kind of like appears how I last left it, and then it disappears after 1 second. So I may have deleted it, but I actually don't think I did yesterday. So yeah. Oh, well, the plan is on Lara that you're part of the plan. So, yeah, so it's going to be you, Kevin, Kieran. I probably should write in chat who the teams are, but oh well. But yeah, so on Lara, Kevin, Kieran, you guys we're going to go with Thunderous, okay? To begin with, and then we'll kind of take it from there and figure it all out. Okay, so let's do this thing, shall we? So let's talk to the nice scientist lady. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Okay, there we go. I thought my joystick was being weird there for a second, but okay, there we go. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna connect on the Ycom. My man, hello, welcome. Lovely to see you. You weren't able to chat for the first 5 minutes, but you're good now. There could be 2 reasons for that. One, maybe if you'd like unsubscribed accidentally or something. Or number 2, because I changed the time on the stream or something like that. But okay, let's do this thing. So, and Cuba, hello. Okay, so. It's not me, cat. It's the orange man. Okay, Donkey Kong the Gorilla of Congo Bongo, hello! Lovely to see you again. Welcome. Okay, so let's talk to the nice lady. Let's set up our stuff. Oh, and I still haven't listened to the audio on these past few streams. Whoops, I want to play Xenoblade, guys. Okay, so let's go Thunderous Jones. It's not a Thunderous, but... okay. So when we're on this screen, this is going to be on Lara, Kevin, and Kieran. Okay, so on Lara, Kevin, Kieran, your magic code is going to be 0404 and then 0202. Some of you thought I was going to say 0208, but no, we're going to do I don't know, a mirrored or themed thing or whatever. Okay. So team 1, let's have some fun. And yeah, let's see how this goes, shall we? My man, can't wait to spend $500 on a console, then also spend 70 for a single game. Or 70 plus for a single game, sorry. Yeah, it probably do be that way. But one thing, retailers could ultimately, I mean, it's sort of unlikely given all the market stuff that's going on right now. But in theory, in game theory, in a couple of years, say, let's say 2 to 4 years, we could end up in a situation where retailers could lower prices and stuff like that. It's kind of why physical media is important, because if you have only digital media, you're only buying from the company, and then it just means they can dictate the prices and have a monopoly on it and everything. So keep going with the physical media, because we need those stores to compete with each other. Right, anyway. I so badly want a bundle with ZA with a special console. Ooh, now that'd be fun. Yeah, like green and white Joy-Cons, or green and black Joy-Cons. Okay, anyway, Thunderous. Thunderous has the most to say about it, and I'm not saying anything about it. Thunderous is an electric and flying type, an awkward fellow, if you will, who is weak to rock and ice type moves. So that's what we go for offensively, but we also might have to focus on things defensively. Defensively, Lightning Rod is probably the best ability we can have. So if we see any Pokemon with the Lightning Rod ability, go for them. Also, ground types are excellent as well. But if we don't have those, just the classic kind of dragon, grass, and other electric types can be good as well. Thunderous has a Thunder, Sludge Wave, and then a Rain Dance and Weather Ball combo with Discharge as the hidden move. But so it does like to set up the rain and use Weather Ball. If we use ice types, just be aware of the fact it can then use ice against us or rock against us in a sandstorm, or sun against us in the fire. You get the idea. It can use the weather against us as well. We can use the weather against it, but it can use the weather against us. So watch out. Okie doke. My man, what happened to all the people who used to watch your stream? I mean, they're all here, like Xander, Kevin, Kiba, Onlara. Onlara's over there. Okay, so there is a Stun Fisk and there is a Sand Slash. I'm going to go with the Sand Slash first, but Stun, just because, like, I'm going to go for offense over defense. But obviously, Stun Fisk is, like, the next best one, and then Morpeko after that. Yeah. It's a shame that Seeking doesn't have Lightning Rod. That's a shame. Oh, 3 water types. What is this nonsense? But yes. But no, so lots and lots of regulars here today. But how are we all doing? Oh, hang on. Okay, was that a Marowak to the right? I should have been looking at the screen, shouldn't I? Okay, here we go. So, okay, Marowak is to the right, so I'm leaning that way. Normally I don't lean to the right, but on this occasion I am. Okay, so we've got like a Persian or Thievel on the right, and then there is Hitmontop. Okay, this isn't the best, is it? Do we just want to switch Kevin for the Marowak, and then we'll kind of pick, like, the path of least resistance? Like, we could go for Drapion, because we have a load of ground types or something like that. But Stairs in Blue Name and Wrench. But yes. But yeah, Kevin, you want to play ZA on Switch 2, not for better graphs, but for better draw distance and smoother running, which can help with exploring. That's true. It's going to be interesting, because, like, basically, for, like, Pokemon Legends ZA, what footage have we been looking at? Have we been looking at Switch 2 footage, or have we been looking at Switch footage? Because, you know, I sort of feel like if they were doing a Switch Direct and they were showing Switch 2 footage, that's a little bit naughty if they did that. So I'm hoping they didn't do that. I'm hoping they have been showing Switch footage. Or at the very least, I hope that if we get, like, future trailers for the game and stuff like that, we're not just like, if there is a big difference between the two games, I hope we're not just limited to footage only from the Switch 2, because people who get, you know, if the Switch 1 version's, like, not as good or something, then we could be in trouble. Kevin's like, oh, come now, Bo. Game companies never lie to us. Never. Good point, Kevin. You know, game companies never lie to us. They never try to screw over voice actors out of AI or anything like that. Yes, of course. No, in fairness, game execs. It's not the game companies who lie, it's the game execs who lie. Okay, big difference. Okay. But yeah. Reminder that we don't talk about leaks here at Bovio Games. That is a rule. So, you know, no discussions on leaks. You can talk about the fact there have been leaks, but you can't, you know, don't get into any leaks or we will ban you so fast. Okay. So, anyway. Thank you for the swift action there, Crammon. But okay. Let's see. But okay, let's see what we got here. Hang on, I just want to check I didn't miss any. Could maybe try the scientist. Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh, so for those who don't know, by the way, I've also made my chat a bit bigger the other day, just because I did have it set a bit small, but it does mean I can't see as many messages, so please, like, emphasis on things like, you know, not spamming chat or not breaking up messages into multiple messages. Don't do, like, the more than 3 or 4 or 5 emojis for stars and sparkles. You know, no unnecessary scepter messages kind of thing. Just stick to the strategizing and stuff like that. You know, just stuff like that. Just, I know, like, it's like, Bo, shouldn't you be trying to get more chat engagement? And it's like, yes, but I want it to be, like, you know, proper chat engagement. So, just so I can see, all the proper chat engagement. Okay, so Kevin, oh yes, Kevin is a name you should know. Because because you should know it, because I always refer to Kevin as Kevin and never as Silver. Okay. Spam, eggs and spam, maybe. But okay. I've actually never had spam, and I'm sort of afraid to. Do we want to? I want to go for the dark because I'd rather have the shiny of it, but I think the Drapion is the better thing to go for because we've got the super effective ground typing. But yeah, but okay, let's see what we got. But Bo, my roof is leaking. I said, Kevin, that you're allowed to talk about the existence of leaking. You're just not allowed to get into all the specifics about it. So, no. But yeah, no. But there we go. Oh, hang on. On Lara, people have been doing comparisons between the previous direct footage and new footage they showed, and the Switch 2 direct footage is noticeably superior. Okay, I was kind of thinking, to be honest, I do think that this is different footage and looks better, but I'm really not a visually oriented guy, and I also just have, like, bad eyesight as well. Like, so it's like a double whammy. Yeah. Okay. Drapion Jones. Do I want to go for a sword stance? Or do I want to just go right for an avalanche? No, I'm just... Because we have the 2 ground types, I'm just going to go straight for an avalanche here. And there we go. If the Game Chef feature is compatible with Sword Shield, I'm going to use it like nobody's business for Dynamax Adventures. But let's see. Let's see what we've got. Hang on, did I miss anything else? No, I think we're okay. I'm not gonna... If I missed any chat, I'm not scrolling back up. But forgive me if I did, okay? Right, okay. Right, Bone Meringue. Nice and nice. Okay. Okay. Oh, Earth power, the move I adore. And that's why I just went straight for an avalanche on turn 1, because that's fun. And then... But right, Max Lightning, very, very frightening me. Okay, sorry. What am I even doing? I don't know. Look, Legend. Let's talk about Legends ZA quickly. Here's the thing. From what they've kind of advertised so far, the Switch 2 version just seems like it will perform better. And honestly, because I'm like less fussed about Legends ZA. Actually, no, I said all this yesterday, didn't I? But for those who weren't here yesterday, like Onlara wasn't here yesterday, so I'm gonna say this to Onlara, and the rest of you have to listen to me say it a second time. But no, because I am less fussed about Legends in general, like I'm just gonna get it for the shiny hunting, and because I get a free plush with the game or whatever. I'm not afraid to get like a Switch 1 version. In all honesty, I'm not gonna be getting Switch 2 for a while. Probably. So, okay. So Drapion, yeah. So I don't think we want the Drapion because like it just doesn't really offer anything for Thunderous Jones. But yeah, the only thing I'm a bit concerned about with switching, the only person who maybe could do science is on Lara, but you do have a good resistance here, so but the Ordino is the best thing for us to go against, I would say, though. Like, Golduck's good against the ground types, and Hitmontop has Intimidate, which is annoying. So, oh no, wait. Yeah, no. So on Lara, I leave it up to you whether you be fun and whimsical or practical and whatever. In fairness, you don't actually have as much health, so you could go for it. But if we get a Pelipper, if I get the 1 in 226, chance of being hilarious here. But yeah, okay. Yeah, so like, Kieran, can I, just to add on to my point, putting like a ... as a single comment is like not really helpful. Like now that I only have about like 10 comments on screen, stuff like that is like just a bit not helpful for me if I want to be able to read chat and stuff like that. Ironically, Xander deleting the post has actually turned it from a 1-line post into a 2-line post on my screen. So so that ironically made it worse somehow. Why OBS? Why? Okay, brick break, here we go. But yeah, so just stuff like that. When was that a rule? I mean, again, forever, like I've said about like spamming chat, Nightbot says about spamming chat, and I literally said like 2 minutes ago, or a few minutes ago, like, you know, just as a reminder, guys, I've made my chat bigger, and so things like, you know, being more efficient with Scepter and this, you know, I did just do a big speech like a few minutes ago, so I don't really know what to say. But yeah, it's just the way that my OBS shows things. The thing is, it's because the message is there now, so it's like, message deleted by Xander Renoa, view deleted message. So, right, here we go, though. Oh, okay, hyper voice. Oh, crud, that hits everyone. Ah, that's one of those moves where it's really, like, designed for Ordino being, like, an opponent, isn't it? So. Well, if you just do, Kieran, if you just do an entirely separate message that's just ... that's kind of spammy, you know? Like, if you end a message in a ... or put one in the middle, like you've done in your last message, that's fine. But if you go, like, okay, I'm going to spam my own chat here. 1 ... is fine. If you go like that, though, like, that's spammy, you know. And again, please don't do a message where you just put 1 ... But, like, but that's sort of my point. If you have, like, blah, 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 ... like, sort of ... like, then that's okay. You can end a message in a ... or have a message begin with a ... or you can have a ... in the middle. I never thought I'd be saying the word dot so much in this stream. But, like, that's fine. But if you're just doing a single message that is ... that's just kind of wasteful. So, Kevin, like, Xander, both spamming, ban him. No, exactly. Like, Xander, the hammer, please, on me. Yeah. Yeah, I should just call it ellipses, shouldn't I? But it's the same amount of syllables as ellipses ... So yeah. Anyway, Bark. So yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, anything that you guys can do to, like, condense messages, or whatever, to condense your messages, to be more concise in your messaging and stuff like that, you know, is it's just helpful on my end because of, you know, again, I've got like a cheap little laptop, and I have to have the setting, you know, and I have bad eyesight, and I can only have so many messages on screen at once and stuff like that. So, you know, okay. So, Okay, so here we go. Okay, so, oh, Kevin, that's an interesting idea, actually. Because, yeah, you don't have, like, a rock move or anything that's, like, really super effective. Like, you have max darkness, but, oh, I didn't pay any attention to the fact that it was a Roselia, who actually does resist... oh, no! Oh, no, Roselia does Roselia have Weather Ball? Because Roselia could have used, like, an Ice-type Weather Ball if I Dynamaxed. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, well, that's the thing. Roselia on the surface of things like isn't like good against a Thunderous, but Thunderous doesn't have a flying move, and I could have maybe set up the ice and stuff, but yeah. Okay. No, it's okay. We can. Don't worry. I still think we can salvage this. Did somebody say salvage? No, I don't even think that this is a case of being like salvageable. Oh, I tell you what. Kevin, if you use Screech and I use Swords Dance, oh, okay, I'm gonna go for this. I am gonna go for this. I'm gonna use Swords Dance. Maybe if Kevin uses a Screech, and then all we have to hope is I don't die. I didn't die. Okay. So here we go. Whoa, I'm fast? Since when is Sandslash fast? I thought Sandslash was kind of slow. Okay. Victory, Screech! Okay, no, well done everyone in Team 1. Nice work so far. Okay. So, no, Kevin, that was a nice good little bit of improvising. And again, see, this is one of those things where, you know, I say every once in a while I say this and stuff like that. Like, I don't mind, like, changing the plan or doing something different from our, like, usual strategy. So, like, you know, we typically tend to go for, like, player 4 Dynamaxing against the boss, right? I don't mind not doing that. Like, that's not some be-all, end-all rule that you guys have to, like, abide by or whatever. But the thing that I do appreciate is just that communication. And I know sometimes I'm not good at looking at chat, or I'll look away from chat at kind of a crucial moment and stuff, and again, I apologize for those times when I do. But it's when we just kind of are like, right, if we aim for, like, this Pokemon, because it's super effective against Thunderous, and then we, like, don't take it, or we don't go for it, or whatever, it's kind of, but like no one says anything about why we're suddenly not doing it. It's just that where I'm kind of a bit like, yeah, well, now I have to, like, you know, like, I don't mind kind of like improvising a plan, but it's when I have to super improvise a plan that it's a little bit like, oh my gosh, I've already got so many, I'm already like spinning so many plates, like trying to like run a stream and ignore the cat and other stuff like that. So yeah. I did Dynamax and use an ice move, right? Like, during my my monologuing there, right? Okay, so we've got Screech and Swords Dance. Oh boy! Oh my gosh. I did not think that was gonna do quite that much. But, wowie zowie! That is incredible. So yeah. Well done, everyone. Stars and sparkles. Sparkles and stars. Don't forget, only 3, 4, 5, or 6 or whatever. No more than that. And wish everyone good luck. That was a very well played first round of the strike streams. The strike streams. Oh, steak, asparagus, and potatoes. Have I guys talked to you about asparagus on these streams? It's been 8 months. If I somehow have never talked about this, I'm sure I must have talked about this in a stream at some point. So either Xander or Kramen can be like, yes, Bo, you've talked about the asparagus before. But this is one of my, like, favorite things if I've never talked about it. Okay, so Marowak. Oh, if only on, yeah, like, on Lara, how dare you get rid of that Roselia for Ordino? We needed it so badly. Like, literally the main literally, like, one of the 2 main reasons to keep it, like, because of, like, the ice is kind of funny as well, because, like, we didn't even, the hail barely even had a chance to set up. But anyway, but yeah, Swords Dance and Screech. See, that's kind of the thing. Like, a Swords Dance and a Screech is better than, like, 2 Swords Dances. So, you know, it does all work. Okay. Hang on a sec. What was, okay, oh, hang on. Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. I saw, like, a reply to a message, and I was like, oh, what was the initial message? And now I don't know. Okay, so, here we go. So, Marowak is a no. Drapion is a no. No. But that's okay. I have all of these Pokemon as shiny in my Pokemon home and whatnot. But the thing I need now is a shiny Thunderous. So will we get the slightly purple Thunderous? No, it's a Blunderous. Dang. The Blunderbuss. By the way, Blunderbuss is one of my favorite words because it's funny, but it's a real thing, and I learned it from Donkey Kong Country 2. Okay. So yeah, so Marowak, no, then Drapion, no, Ordino, no Sparkles there. And there we go. So here we go. Right, so hang on, let me just check the old spreadsheet Reno. There's no... Right, Marowak is not a Jigglypuff or a Magmar or a male Butterfree. Drapion is from Sinnoh, which I don't need, it's a Sinnoh. And Unova, Ordino is not a Lampent, so there we go. I do not need any of these. We are getting towards the end of the old spreadsheet Reno, I'm telling you. Oh, a Jolly Marowak, I'll go with that. And then hang on, let me just check. I do need to check all the stars and sparkles, but yeah, no stars and sparkles there, none there. I kind of have been forgetting about the patented double I need to remember the patented double shiny check. Like I need to say it out loud and then do it. But anyway, but yeah, okie dokie. Well done, Team 1. That was fun. So let's move on to Team 2, who we don't even have assigned yet, do we? Uxie and Blacephalon. What you guys know what Uxie and Blacephalon are. So could you guys please let me know? Could you please let me know? Strike the number of times you've played, and if you can do a Blacephalon and/or a Uxie. That it would be helpful to know if there's anyone who can do either of those. Ready, set, bow, all that stuff. So let me know. It wouldn't surprise me if we do like Blacephalon and then like a bunch of wild cards, but let's see. Oh, Kiba can do Uxie. Oh, and then Kevin can do anything. Oh, okay. But you can do anything. But you could do anything in theory, in game theory, Kiba, right? Because we could have like you and Cheese, and then either like Kevin or on Lara, or something. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Kiba. Okay, so why don't we do that? Why don't we do a Blacephalon now, and then we'll see if there's like enough for Uxie, in like 20 minutes or whatever. And because she's not here as much, I'm actually going to just pick on Lara over Kevin, if that's okay. And plus, like, Kevin, you can just do... Because on Lara can do the clown, but not Uxie, whereas Kevin, you can do a Uxie, so if there's any, like, shred of a sliver of a chance of us doing a Uxie, then I'd rather hold off on to allow you to be able to do that. And if not, then we'll probably just do like a Kartana in 20 minutes. So it is decided. If you understand that reference, kudos. I do say it is decided quite a lot. And if you understand that reference, maybe on Lara might, which is kind of a hint. But there you go. Okay. I knew on Lara was Bo's favorite. Wow. No. So, no, I didn't have a witty response to that, unfortunately. Okay, so yeah, Blacephalon. Oh, Kieran. Kramen's already filled in the spreadsheet. Kramen, again, thank you. Okay, yeah, so Kiba, Cheese on Lara, and then I will put Team 3 as, like, a Uxie, and I will just, like, put Kevin there, but we might end up changing it to Kartana. Okay, so... here we go, guys, gals, non-binary pals. We're gonna go on the Ycom. We're gonna make sure we're connected to the internet. We're gonna talk to the nice scientist lady. We're going to say anything goes, but I'm gonna select Blacephalon. Chat. Will I get an ultra? Well, will I get an ultra beast before the end of April? Like, I don't even know anymore. But okay. Let's click on all this. And then let's go 0404, and then like 0234. How about that? 0404 0234. And there we go. So Blacephalon, not Jones. Blacephalon is a fire. Oh, and as a reminder, just one last time, this is going to be Kiba, Cheese, and Onlara. So it's the cheese bar. I don't know. Cheese bearer. No, I don't know. A cheese bearer over there? I don't know. A cheese bearer. Is that a person who gives out cheese, or is that like a cheese bear? Is that someone who's like more of a cheese bear than other cheese bear? No, that'd be a cheese barrier, I guess. Okay. Anyway, Bark. But yeah, Blacephalon, you guys know this. It's fire and ghost, and it's got the like special fire move, but then physical ghost and psychic, and that it's weak to in order of like weakest to strongest, like ghost, ground, dark, rock, and water, and that it's very frail, and if we can hit it on the physical side rather than the special, if we have that kind of a luxury, if we like get a choice between like a Sea King and a War Turtle, will go for the Sea King because Sea King's physical. Like that kind of a thing. You guys know all this. I know you. I trust you. You guys are awesome. So there we go. Oh, you still want to get 5 caught for Poipole. And then you have to reset for the Poipole. No. Can you reset for the Poipole? Probably not, right? Anyway, Bark. Right, here we go. And no need for, like, stat moves because this thing's frail. Okay. Golurk is a ground type, but Lantern is a water type, so I'm going with that. Because Golurk is also Ghost. Ghost. Chansey is a great support Pokemon, but there is a Whiscash, so Whiscash is better. But yeah, Chansey's like a good support Pokemon for Blacephalon, because basically it can only really get hurt by the Zen Headbutt. So that's pretty good. And yes, the almighty Belcher for Whiscash. We might be able to use some Max Ooze, you never know. Okay, there is water to the left, though. And it's a Marsh Stomp! And Marsh Stomp has, like, Max Quake, which is pretty nifty. And then there is also Linoon. And then there's Flygon, who's not really that great. Okay, but here's my theory, my game theory. Do we want, say, Marsh Stomp instead of Chansey, and then Linoon instead of Golurk? Because the thing about Golurk is that its ground move is a special ground move, so... Okie dokie. Okay, it is shiny locked. Okay, I thought it would be. Has Poipole and Naganadel, or whatever it's called, has it ever been released as shiny, like in an event or something? I actually genuinely don't know. I feel like I've seen it shiny, but I don't know if they're like hacked ones or something. But Bo, who needs the Max Ooze when you have Belch? Yes, of course. Why don't we screw our whole Team 4 Dynamax strategy for Belch? They're not. They're not shiny locked in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Okay, so you could, in theory, in-game theory, reset for that. Okay, that's interesting to know. Oh, but can you imagine playing through those games twice, and then like soft resetting twice? Oh my gosh, that would that'd be really something. Okay, confused paladin. Hello. I am not confused at all to see you. Oh, and guys, we did just beat a boss a minute ago, so if you haven't liked the video, okay, this is your quick moment to scroll down, check that little thumbs up button, make sure you've hit it, tapped it, clicked it, or whatever, okay? Oh, no! Physical, no! No, physical moves KO Chansey so badly. Who's on the menu? Oh, good question. So yeah, we are currently hunting for Blacephalon, which we've been doing since November. But yeah, in this Dynamax adventure right here, so we did a Thunderous a minute ago. No one got any shinies, unfortunately. But we're going for Blacephalon now. So hopefully, in theory, in game theory, we'll get that, but we'll see. But yeah, do you guys think that I will finally get an Ultra Beast this month? I don't know I don't know how many, like, say, Ultra Beasts we're gonna do this month. If you say something like, oh, we've got like 20 more streams in April, and if you say something like we're gonna do at least 2 Ultra Beasts a day, so if you say something like we're gonna do about like 40 to 50 Ultra Beasts in the rest of this month, do you think we'll get a shiny Ultra Beast in that 40? Or I'll get an Ultra Shiny Beast, an Ultra Shiny Beast, a Shiny Ultra Beast. Do you think I'll get one in, say, like the next 40 or 50 Dynamax Adventures? Or like how long do you think that this is gonna go? That is the question. Given that I have done like what is probably like something like 150 to 200. Oh, chat! I know something. Hang on. Well, I say I know something. I know something. I mean, hopefully I know something, because we should all know something. But yeah, Chansey. So Chansey. Okay. So here's my theory, my game theory. Chat. The other day I said to you that I was going to do a sort of like an estimated calculation. Okay. Oh, Linoon. Yeah. So left for Linoon, and then we can just do whatever's easiest afterwards. What's the normal type? Is that Ditto, or is it? No, it's a Greedent. Never mind. I could not see through the fog at all there, and then as soon as the fog lifted, it's like, no, it's way bigger. Because basically, I couldn't see anything, so I was like, oh, is it small, like a Ditto? And then it's like, and then it's a whole Greedent, and it's like, oh no, the fog's just really thick. But do we want to do Flygon just because we have like Ice Punch on, Marshtomp or something like that? I don't know. Oh, you think you're not allowed to get more shinies this month? You hatched 4 shiny Fuecoco. Nice. And you only had 150 eggs. Oh, dang. Okay, yeah, that's really something. Hope maybe Onlara gets that reference. It is decided might be a little bit more obscure, but hopefully that's really something. Okay. I'm going to Water Pulse, hope for a cheap Confusion. I'm going to rely on you guys. Oh no, we've got Max Knuckle. Oh no, we're going to win this in like 1 turn probably, aren't we? But no, Confused Paladin, that's amazing. Like, if Onlara hadn't already said about getting a Mesprit today, you would be like our winner for the day. But I think the Mesprit might be... Onlara's tried for Mesprit for so long, so I think Onlara might have this one. You got Solrock as well? Okay, no, yes, sorry, Confused Paladin. Onlara's definitely the winner for today. Sorry if you'd already put that and I missed it. But no, so chat, the other day I said to you I was going to do a sort of like a rough calculation of like how many Dynamax Adventures I've done. And I think I did this, when did I get this image? Was it, okay, after Tuesday, okay. So this doesn't include, so yes, yesterday, okay, so yesterday we would have done like another like 5 Dynamax Adventures, okay? Okay, hang on, so yesterday we did 5 Dynamax Adventures, and then we've done 1 so far today, right? So, with all that in mind, if I'd have done a Hydro Pump, ironically, we might have 1-turned it. Oh, it's wasting a substitute! So, by my estimate, I have done about, or let's say at least, right, something like 1,058 Strike Stream Dynamax Adventures. So, so in the last 8 months, doing these, like, live, I have done, like, over 1,000, like, say, about, like, 1,058. I don't know if there's anything I'm missing, but basically I counted all the Pokemon that I've, like, captured so far, that I stored in my other save file, and that I have in my boxes in this game, and then I added the shinies in, and then, yeah. And I did all that. And I think it was about 1058. So, oh yeah, I didn't say about the asparagus. Well, I didn't know if have I said about the, like, were people like, oh yeah, I've heard you say about that, or were people like, no? I feel like I've not, 1,000 adventures coming to 51 shinies, not a bad turnout. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like 1,000, and then like the other 50, Dynamax Adventures had shinies. So yeah, I was kind of pleased with that. I thought that's the thing. I did the maths on it, and like basically it's like, in terms of the, because basically I would expect to have like 10 legendaries. But here's the thing, right? I got the Mewtwo kind of right away. And don't forget, I did a whole bunch of Dynamax Adventures on like Sword and Shield. So if you kind of like exclude the Mewtwo and you say I got 11, then I'm a little bit over odds on the legendaries, but I'm honestly about where you would expect me to be in a way. If you exclude the Mewtwo, which you kind of could, just because of like how quickly I got it and because I played a load on Sword and Shield, but on Sword. But yeah, but yeah, no. So that's like something there. But like, hang on, where's my brain going with this? I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, I'm now thinking about asparagus again. But no. So, but but if you do look at like my total numbers, like yeah, I think like the 51 or whatever that I'm at now. If you include the Lilligant, the like Xander's Lilligant, as we'll call it, but the Tenchi's Choice Xander Lilligant. Yeah, if you include that though, like yeah, I am sort of on the luckier side for the shinies. But you remember I had those 2 periods though where I just didn't get any shinies, like were like for like 2 or 3 weeks each time or whatever. And this was back when I was like streaming more on the weekends and stuff. Like it just. So I'm really thankful I've not had anything as bad as that since those 2 times. But I had those 2 really big droughts, like, right at the beginning of all this. And, but yeah. Oh, Disney. Okay, so hang on. They're like, that's really something. So that's like Prince Eric from the beginning of Little Mermaid, when like the statue is unveiled. He's like, that's really something. And then it is decided is the Pocahontas direct-to-DVD or direct-to-video sequel. It's like it's a line from The King. So there you go. But that's like, for some reason, just that delivery is always, it is decided. Like that's just always stayed in my head. Okay, anyway, asparagus. So, asparagus. So, Cheese can think of this as the asparagus digests or whatever. So, asparagus. Asparagus, a lot of you guys have probably heard about this. This isn't the fact or whatever. There is, like, an association between, like, asparagus and your, how do I put this? In scientific terms, I guess. Your urine is more potent, fragrant, aromatic. Your pee smells when you eat asparagus. But here's the thing. So you may have like heard of that. Maybe you've experienced it. Maybe you've not. I don't know. But here's the thing. The funny thing, and this was based on a TV. This was like a TV show 20 years ago. So I don't know how much this has changed now. But the asparagus pee thing. The asparagus pea thing. Here's the thing about that. It is genetic, right? So if you've ever like sort of had asparagus and then you've noticed your pee smells, that is actually a genetic thing. That's not a true thing for like every human being. There are some people who can eat it, and then when they pee, like nothing will really be different. And there are some people who, if they eat asparagus and then pee, it'll smell. But then, extra layer on it, one's ability to smell asparagus pee is genetic as well. So, if someone produces, like, asparagus pee, and you're like, oh gosh, that stinks or whatever, and someone's like, oh, I can't smell anything, like sort of all careful, like toilet, sort of I just did like an asparagus pee in there or whatever, and someone's like, no, I can't smell anything. It's not that their smell is like terrible or anything, it's just literally they just genetically like can't smell it. So it's like this double layered thing of stuff where there are people who and it's like a dominant gene as well. So if you have someone who like has asparagus pea, we'll call it, and then someone who doesn't have asparagus pea, if you have two people and they meet and they fall in love and they have multiple children, all the children will have the asparagus pea. And again, this was like all based on like an old TV program, so I don't know what the numbers would be like now. But basically at the time, so like 20 years ago, it's like in the UK it was only about like I think 50% of people who had this gene, but like in America it was like 90% of people who had it. So America's probably like almost at 100% now. And then in England it's probably shot up by quite a lot because it's like a dominant thing. Like as you go higher and higher, it probably slows down, kind of thing, like the rate at which it increases. You'd go from like 50 to 75 to like 87 to 93 or whatever. But yeah. So there you go. Asparagus pea. So asparagus peas and asparagus smellers. Exactly, cheese. Exactly. Fun fact about genetics, according to Kevin. Most know about chromosomes, but did you know there are proteins wrapped around them like wires, like circuitries? For the longest time, scientists thought that they did nothing. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I don't think I did. So there you go. And there are other things that can kind of like make your pee smell. I don't know what role like genetics plays in those, like if it's the asparagus gene or if it's something else. But it's basically like like the the cilantro or coriander soap thing. I think it's kind of almost like that in a way. Because it does sound weird to be like, well, what do you mean people taste something and it tastes like completely different to them? But it's like, well, in the same way that someone can pee out asparagus pea and it not smell or whatever. So there you go. That's my fun asparagus fact. And then obviously as well, like the color of your pee can change depending on like what you eat and stuff like that. So if you have like a load of, have any of you guys, sorry for like, TMI here, but have any of you guys ever had like a vitamin C tablet or a vitamin C tablet or something like that? Or just like eaten a whole load of vitamin C in a given day? I mean, a vitamin C tablet is probably, cheese, you're so thankful that cilantro tastes good to you and not like so. I know, same, right? Because like it's nice. You mean cilantro, not coriander, right? I mean both. Because in the UK it's coriander. Because that's like in America, like coriander is referred more to like the seeds and to like when it's like ground up or whatever. And then cilantro is when it's kind of in like its like leafy form or whatever. But in the UK, like it's all coriander. Like they don't use the phrase cilantro. I feel awkward saying the phrase cilantro. As you can probably tell by the way I'm awkwardly mouthing my words around it. But yes. Okay. So Marshtomp, no. Linoon, no. You can't spell Linoon without no. Flygon, you can't spell Flygon without no. But will we get my first ever, as I finish up talking about different smells and colors of pee, will we get this very clippable moment of a midnight cosmic disco ball Blacephalon? No. Thank goodness. This stream can be forgotten forever. Just left to the archives, where no one will ever watch it again. Except maybe Cats Are Fancy. Because I see you people who watch... Well, actually, no, I don't. It's only the people who leave comments and tell me they watch the replays. But thank you to those of you who do watch these as replays and stuff, not necessarily watch them live, but who watch them as replays. I appreciate it, and thank you. Okay, so anyway, no Sparkles to Marshtomp, no Sparkles to Linoon, no Sparkles to Flygon. All Hoenn. Oops, all Hoenn. edition. But yeah, the only Hoenn Pokemon I need is Exploud. So there you go. That's that really. So the question is, which one of these has the best ability or nature or whatever? Okay, attack up, that's pretty good. Speed up, that's pretty good. And neutral nature. I'm gonna go for Flygon then. It's like, oh, Flygon. It's a girl dragon. It's a girl dragon. Okay. So well done, everyone. Oh, leaves a comment with a timestamp. Hang on. Oh, wait, Kieran got a shiny? Wait, hang on. When did this happen? Hang on a sec. Oh, a Scepter Clefable. Nice! You got the green ears one. Nice, nice. Another tastings behind cilantro is tannins, the stuff that makes coffee, wine, whiskey, chocolate bitter. Oh, interesting, Confused Paladin. That is interesting. You're extra sensitive to tannins, so most whiskey tastes awful to me. I mean, I've never liked the taste of alcohol, but I don't know. But let's see. Honestly, it feels like there are a lot of Hoenn mons and DAs. At least it feels like it. No, there are a lot of them. There's like not many like Sinnoh. There's only like something like 10 Sinnoh Pokemon or something like that. I think they left them because they knew they were going to be remaking Gen 4. But yeah, no, there are just some generations where there just aren't as many Pokemon in the Dynamax Adventures. But yes. Cheese, hate alcohol but love some dark chocolate. I don't like dark chocolate. Maybe this is why. Maybe this is why. Maybe all those things. Hang on, let me look at the thing. No, I like coffee though. Well, although I don't like strong coffee. I like coffee when it tastes like milkshakes. Hang on, let me. Yeah, whiskey. I don't like wine. I don't like black coffee. I don't like dark chocolate. Oh, maybe I don't like this stuff. Who knows? Oh, imagine clicking on the timestamp and then suddenly hear about pea and asparagus. I mean, yeah, no, I know. That's the thing. It's like, oh, I haven't watched Bo in a while. I wonder how he's doing. I wonder if he's still kept his sanity during this, 8-month strike. Guys, asparagus pea is genetic. And if you take too much, if you ever take a vitamin C tablet, just watch out. Your pea is going to be bright yellow. So don't freak out. But seriously, if you ever take a vitamin C tablet, your pee will be bright yellow. It's quite a sight to behold. And I really mean a bright, luminous yellow. Xander, you like the smell of coffee, but not too foul taste. That's kind of the thing. If you have it in some kind of small, subtle way, smell, it's nicer than if you actually just get a full-on thing. But that's the thing. I need my coffee to be iced and filled with sugar and syrup and milk and other other things that basically take it away from being coffee. Okay. So, can we just check? Are there any people in chat who could do a Yuxi? Just because let me know how many times you've played or whatever, but if not, we'll end up just doing 3 tickets or whatever, but there you go. That should happen if the tablet has too much vitamin C. Yes, that's kind of the thing. If you, basically, if you have an okay diet and then you have a vitamin C tablet and it's quite a strong one, that can happen basically. So I eat vegetables and stuff, so that's kind of why it happened for me. Let's see. Oh, so we do have a Kevin, Kieran, and Kiba. Oh, and Cooper, hi. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. You've never had coffee? So I'm also scrolling up. Again, reminder that it's a little bit harder for me to read chat just because if a load of people all chat at once, I'm more likely to miss it now than a week ago. And Redlocks, hello. Happy Friday. So I will keep the Blacephalon. Okay. So here we go. Last I heard, Seismitoad does not sway that way, but I don't know. Okay. So, but yeah, here we go. Sorry. Okay, so what was it? Kevin, Kieran, Kiba? Oh, it's all the K's. It's all the K's. But if that's okay, I would love. If that's okay, then I would love to do a Yuxi quickly, and then we can kind of take it from there. So if the three of you are good to do a Yuxi, then we'll connect to the Ycom, and then we'll and yeah, I'm sorry about your Wi-Fi, Cooper. That sucks. Okay, so yes, please. Oh, quick. Oh, I have a quick question for Kevin, Xander, and for anyone else who is relevant here. How many hours of quote-unquote Charlie have you played, and how many chapters of the story of like the story have you done? If that, well, there are like 12 chapters in the story, right? Unless they've changed that from the original game. But yeah, I've done like 8. Oh, wait, why do you only have one home box in Pokemon Home? Yeah, that's because you have the free subscription. You have to have the paid subscription to have more, so... Kevin, 42 and you've done 8 chapters. Oh, I'm about like 50 and I've done 8 chapters, but I'm probably going to do 9 tonight. Really, only 12. Yeah, it's not... and that's why I say like do like, you know, get absorbed into the world and the exploration and like the side quests and the missions on the board, because the story and the actual missions in the story really aren't very much. Like they will kind of just be like, you go to this area, you beat 3 enemies, and then there's a boss who isn't really that strong, and like that's all the mission is, kind of thing. Like you just sort of warp to the area, fight 3 enemies, fight another enemy, and then that's like the story. It really is more about like the cutscenes in the story. So, so that's the thing. There probably is like some extra chapter. That's the thing. There probably are more chapters now because of like the extra story content. But I know that the original game had 12 chapters. And the thing is, the game kind of gets you through chapters 1 to 3 and kind of even 1 to 4 quite quickly. So those you kind of like really power through. So don't let those make it. So don't like beat chapter 4 and then be like, oh, I'm like a third of the way through the game. It's like, no, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are kind of almost like an introductory chapter in a way. Or at least 1, 2, and 3 are. 4 is maybe like a half on top or something. But okay. Let me just check. Hang on. So, because that's the thing, I've in terms of my oh, hang on a sec. I should get going with this, shouldn't I? So, okay, Yuxi. But okay. Oh, Shade Van Fan, hello. Oh, and guys, if you haven't already, could you please click like on the video? Because it does just help out so much. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be Kevin, Kieran, and Kiba for Yuxi. Let's get this thing going. Sorry. But yeah. And then in terms of like my surveying or surveillance or whatever, I don't know. Hold on. Let's go. Let's go 0404. Oh, let's go 04040404. I was gonna do 0304, but it's like, oh, let's just do 0404. It's fine. But yeah, but that's the thing. I would probably guess, I don't know how much like the extra content is or anything like that, like how much time or how long it is or whatever. But I would like to estimate that maybe I'm about 40% done with the game. Not 40% done with like the story or what, but I just mean in terms of like all the, because on like the Frontier nav, it's like I've got like over 50% of Primordia done, over 50% of Noctilum done, over 50% of Oblivia done, and then like and then it's like 33% of Silverlum and 15% of Cauldros. So I don't know again what lies beyond all that or whatever, but like, and then the like New LA I've done a big percentage of as well. So and I think once I say get like the Skell flight module, that's gonna really open up a lot of stuff for me. So yeah, like very quickly, but yeah. Okay. Yuxi, it's a psychic that levitates, dark, ghost, bug, you guys know all this. It's a bulky boy, so, right now you have over 30 of Mirror as a whole filled out. Yeah, mine's at, like, over 30. Okay. Oh, Alcremie is a good support. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go for Alcremie because it's a good support Pokemon, but Porygon has Foul Play, which is nifty, and Bronzong is good defensively, so... You plan to go nuts with exploration once you can fly. That's the thing, like, you kind of... Balancing the sort of, like, exploration, leveling up, and get... Because, to be honest, like, in some ways I kind of wish I'd, like, focused on the story a bit earlier at points, because certain missions would have been a bit easier, or maybe a bit more fun, if I'd have, like, say... Like, oh, if I'd have waited until I had the Skell until I did that one, or waited until I could fly before I did that one, or whatever, but again, it's not always good at telling you what levels and stuff. Let's see, Seismitoad, who the government is trying to change some stuff with. And then, Poltegeist, let's see what we got. Okay, there is an Absol to the left, so I absolutely think we should do that, because I did see a Seadra as well. But yeah, so I'm going to go for Seismitoad. Actually, oh, I do have a little bit of a theory, a game theory. We could put all our eggs into... We could put all our eggs into an Absol basket, if you will, and we could have an Alcremie Decorate and, like, Seismitoad Screech strategy. And then we could have, like, Absol just kind of take it from there. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Because we could have Blaziken switch for Absol, and then we could, like, maybe, like, ditch the Porygon for Seismitoad or something, but I don't know. But yeah, when it comes to Charlie's content, you're focusing on quests and affinity missions, because that's what's drawing me into the world. Yeah, that's it. I go to the board, I fill up with missions, and then I kind of, like... If I can do any, like, affinity quests, I will kind of do those and incorporate the missions, like, into them a little bit and stuff like that. So, Michelle, hi! Michelle, how are you doing with Xenoblade, which I nickname Charlie? Like, sort of, like, how, like, sort of, like, I don't know, like, number of hours played and how many of the mission, like, the story missions have you done, kind of thing. I've done 8 of the story chapters, and then I've played about, like, 50 hours or something like that. But yeah. But anyway, Michelle, I know, it was Michelle, yesterday I was a bit like, oh crud, it's a Thursday, but I was like, oh, it's still Tyranitar though, so, but I was a bit like, wait, I don't need to message you, do I? And then, but, like, in a week or so, we probably will have something to message about, won't we? Like, what will it be? Like, Metagross? Like, we've had Dragonite, we've had Tyranitar, so maybe it's like Salamence? Maybe it'll be like Salamence or Metagross or something in a week? Oof. Oh, oh no! Salamence's hidden abilities Moxie. Oh, that could be something. Ooh, now I feel scared. Haven't gotten too far yet. Mostly been occupied with Trials through. Oh, okay, that's fair enough. But you've been enjoying the little bit you played so far. Did get distracted exploring the report. No, good. That's the way to play it. It is about that exploration and that overworld stuff. So. And the game does change a lot once you get the Skell. Like, in some ways, like, for good, but then also in some ways it kind of does, like, it simplifies a few things in other ways. So, you know, do enjoy that kind of running around portion of the game, because once you get the Skells, you might, you know... And the thing is, you get so much, you get so much money as well. Like, I just bought, like everyone gets a Skell. And when I say everyone gets a Skell, I don't mean I bought me and my 3 teammates a Skell. I mean, I bought, like, every recruitable character a Skell, pretty much. Just so I don't have to constantly switch around who's riding around in the Skell. So, but yeah. Weiss, hello. Yeah, so I don't know if we want this Seismitoad, like, instead of, like, the Porygon or the Bronzong or something. But I don't mind either way. As long as we get the Absol, it's fine. It's just, but what we did earlier to the Thunderous, we could, like, totally do that. And don't forget, Seismitoad does have max ooze, so if Seismitoad uses Max Ooze here, I can then use Dazzling Gleam, more like a Dazzling Beam, and like that could work really well. And then yeah, okay. Anyway, Bark. But yeah, I actually do think the old putting the eggs in the Absol basket could work here as far as strategies go. But here we go. Remy, it's snowy season, is it? Here in LA, it's actually been like quite hot and sunny, like in the past couple of days. Because we've kind of had like sort of, you know, cooler or more sort of, you know, winter, autumn kind of like, you know, cool or just not too hot kind of vibes here sort of thing. Whereas like, I think yesterday it actually did like genuinely get hot here. And then today it looks like it might be quite warm. So that's interesting. And then Kieran, it's sunny where Kieran is as well. Weiss, you're an hour late because you thought it said 8 p.m. earlier. No, I didn't accidentally set the time to the wrong time and then not realize until 1 minute before the stream started and then frantically changed it right before going live. No, that didn't happen at all. Xander, stairs in 85 F weather. Yeah, actually, what is... Mine says, okay, my Google says like 70, so it's not like hot, but I think yesterday apparently was like hot, so that's interesting that it's like snowing in some places, but then like hot in others. Zen Headbutt doesn't work. That's fine. We can use like Metal Sound or whatever, because again, I've got Dazzling Gleam, Seismitoad has Max Ooze, so this is fine. This is no worries. Right, Blaze. But yeah, so if we switch Blaziken here for Absol, and then it's a shame because Blaziken is such a good attacker, but won't be that useful for Yuxi. Kadoosh, nice, well done. So that is Absol down, absolutely. So well done, everyone, well done. Okay, so here we go. Cool Man, yeah, is not here. But I just felt like saying that. Weather says 57 and flood warning for Remy. Yay. What is with all this, like, varying weather? That's wild. Yeah, 07 Blaziken. Keep us on the money there. Yeah, 07 Blaziken. Okay. But okay, so I absolutely think that Blaziken is who we're going to get rid of. So Blaziken for Absol, yes. Test. Okay. Here's my theory, my game theory. There is Quagsire, who I have a ×4 super effective against. Okay, I'm gonna go with Leftovers. But here's my theory. So I kind of want to go for Quagsire because I think it might be easier for us to beat. But if there's a scientist, we could go in whichever direction that is, and Kieran could do some science, because we only really need like Alcremie, Seismitoad, and Absol for this next fight. But oh, no science. Okay, I'm gonna go for Quagsire then because it's a Quagsire. Although Vanillish would get beaten really... Oh, actually, no. Vanillish would get beaten really easily by... Vanillish would actually have gotten beaten really easy by Max Steel Spike, wouldn't it? But nevertheless. But yeah. But this is fine. We can still beat Quagsire, like, easily. With, like, with it Max Mindstorm and all this other stuff. As long as we Dynamax, then we're good. And Seismitoad can use Screech to help out with, like, Night Slashes and Max Mindstorms and stuff. So it's all good. Okay, I'm gonna... Actually, does this Quagsire have the Unaware ability? Because if I used Decorate, that, like, wouldn't make any difference. But I hadn't thought of that. I hadn't actually thought of that. If Quagsire has Unaware, I'd never really thought of that as, like things like Max Quake, you know, is kind of useless against a Quagsire. So... But Bo, my Screech only has 40 PP. What if I run out? Oh my gosh. Like Kevin, don't even joke. Just because we've had those Dynamax Adventures where it's like, but I have only 10 of them. It's like there are only 4 battles and they only last like 2 turns each. Okay. Right, here we go. Or should I say here we boo? But there we go. Okay. Screech. No, in fairness, sometimes we do have pressure and stuff like that. So please don't think I'm being nasty when I say that. There've just been some where we have been a bit too cautious, and even a couple of times where I've been a bit cautious. So it happens. Miss Wannykins, hello, welcome. Also, that was rude. So it does have unaware, yes. Quack. But yeah, but basically that means, say if we did something like a max quake and we're like, ha ha ha, our special defense has been boosted, it like essentially hasn't. But I've never really like thought about that though. But I tell you what though, it means that like Quagsire is a little bit more useful against a Pokemon like Dialga, where Dialga can like boost its defense. Although that's saying it can only boost its physical defense, but right, victory, Screech. Night Sash, yes, Seismitoad's faster. Oh yes, look at that. Guys, did we just one turn a Quagsire? Quag. Because that's pretty cool. Quagsire, what special defense boost? Exactly. That's the spirit. But yeah. Oh, was it a 2-turn? Dang. I lost track. Nevertheless, though, to beat a Quagsire, which is a bulky Pokemon, in 2 turns is still impressive. Okay. But yeah, oh, gosh. Like, let's put our eggs in the Quagsire basket, and then it's, like, got low health. We still need to put our eggs in the not the Quagsire, but the Absol basket. We still need the Absol, okay? Okay, but in fairness, Uxie like can't really do a whole lot to Uxie can't really do very much to Absol, so this isn't like too bad or anything. Oh, and by the way, I think with our stat up moves, we only need to use one of each. So like we can only like we can do like 1 Screech and 1 Decorate, and that's fine. Don't worry about doing it on like turn 2 or whatever, because the gains are a bit like minimal after that. Minimal. It's only fitting that a plan based on Absol would end in disaster. Kevin, that's very good. I do like the Absol lore. Like, I don't know if you guys like know about like the Absol lore from like the Pokedex or from like its episode in the anime, but basically Absol like shows up to like would show up to like, you know, towns and villages and stuff to like warn them of natural disasters, but then like natural disasters would happen, and so basically people kind of thought of Absol as like a bad omen or like a bringer of bad disasters rather than an attempted protector of disasters. So it's quite a clever thing. But it's why some people argue that it shouldn't be a dark type, because the dark type is like the sort of quote-unquote evil type. Evil! And, but like Absol is like actually always trying to protect people from bad stuff, and it doesn't really, it isn't really itself like a nasty or evil Pokemon or anything. So some people argue that it shouldn't be evil. But here we go. Future Sight. Oh no. Right. Echoed voice. Oh, I was thinking the Sludge Bomb, but here we go. Yes, a 2-turn. Well, a 1.5 turn Uxie. But there we go. Or should I say there we go? Well done, everyone. Well done, indeed. Indeed. So, well done. So, here we go. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. And if you haven't clicked like on the video, could you guys click like on the video? Please just make sure that you scroll down, see that little thumbs up button, click it, tap it, make sure it's pressed in, and all good to go. And then you can sit back and relax and watch the rest of the stream. But we do like those metrics. I'll just say I've basically had like no subscribers for like a month now. So on my YouTube analytics the other day, it was like, it has like a here's your like past 28 days thing. And it actually said like past 28 days minus 1 subscriber. So it was like, oh well. Okay, so Seismitoad is a Seisminode. Absol is a no. Quagsire is not a dupe. Wait, Kiba got Absol! Yes! It tried to warn us about disaster and Kiba actually listened to it. Kiba, yes! That's awesome. Congratulations. But will we get, or will I get, can I top it by getting the Golden Uxie? No, it's a Bluesky. But oh well. Kiba got an Absol, so I'm happy with that. Kaz, hello, welcome. Yeah, attack, special attack up, speed, special attack, and oh, it's a timid Uxie. Oh, the humanity. Shout out to my marine biologist friend, Humanity. Okay. So, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. I am going to go with the Seismitoad, though, because I like Seismitoad. It's you know, I like a lot of stuff from Gen 5. Okay. So, guys, gals, non-binary pals, could you guys please let me know, like, strike the number of times you've played, and then let me know if you have any of my wildcard tickets. So Tapu Bulu, Nihilego, Buzzwole, Pheromosa, Xurkitree, Celesteela, Kartana, Guzzlord, and or Stack Attacker. Oh, funny thing about Charlie, there's like a little side character that's called like Stackata. So it's not Stack Attacker, but it's like Stackata, and that just makes me laugh. A decade ago it didn't. A decade ago it meant nothing to me. But I'll probably remember that now forever. So here we go. So ready, set, bow, all that stuff. Let me know what tickets you have, okay? And we'll try and figure out our wild cards. Ooh, Weiss. Okay, Weiss has Kartana and Celesteela. Interesting. Okay, welcome back. Would you like to keep a Uxie ticket? Yes, I would. I also hope to get shiny Uxie soon, because... okay. How about we do, like, a Weiss and Cheese, Kartana? Because, why don't we do, like, a Weiss and Cheese Kartana? Because they have played the least, and then that's, like, a fairly safe thing. Also, why is my phone not turning on? Okay, that was scary. Yes. Okay. But yeah, if we do something like Kartana, and then we could have, like, yeah, Weiss and Cheese, and let me just check the spreadsheet. Okay, yeah, and then everyone else is a strike 2. Here, okay, the thing is, okay, we are going to do a democracy here. Normally I could say something like, oh, well, Kevin needs to leave soon so Kevin can play, but at the same time, that's not really fair on everyone else, because, like, that would mean that anyone who needs to leave early can just always play, and people who stay around still could miss out on a lottery. So, why don't we do a democracy? And so we've got Onlara, we've got Kevin, we've got Kieran. Did Keeper put a strike as well? Or I can't remember. But Kevin wants to be special. Okay, oh no Keeper. Okay, so hang on. We'll figure out who's hosting in a second. I'm actually inclined to say Cheese just because Weiss. I'm thinking maybe we could maybe we could do Celesteela afterwards and like have you host or something. And I want to leave that option open. So maybe we could have like Cheese host, and then that way if like you, and then that way if we want to do a Celesteela with you in like 20 minutes, we could. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, so well, that's the thing. We're not deciding yet, so don't worry. Okay, and plus, you might play now, and then you wouldn't play the next one anyway. So, here's what we're going to do. So, Nightbot, it's the Nightbot random selection game. So, here we go, guys, gals, non-binary pals. Who is going to be our third player along with Weiss and Cheese? It's Kieran. See, there you go. You don't even need to worry about the Celesteela. The possibility of a Celesteela, because now it's irrelevant. So, there you go. Kieran, democracy has been kind to you lately, I feel like. Okay. So we've got Cheese, we've got Weiss, and then we have Kieran. And then in 20 minutes, we'll see what's up and who can do what and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Okay, so here we go. So please make sure you guys are connected to the internet. Cheese, if you please, could you give us a code? The rest of us are going to just so Cheese is going to select Kartana. The rest of us are going to select anything goes. And then here we go. So on the pink screen, we're going to pick our numbers, I guess. Is the cat really going nuts right now? Again, I may have to deal with him. He's very bad. He like peed under my roommate's bed. She had like a box of shoes, and he like peed in the box of like it's one of those big like tub container things, but it didn't have a lid on it. So he like peed in it and like on all the shoes. So basically, so guess what the bathtub is filled with? An empty bathtub filled with shoes that have like kind of been cleaned and then sprayed with a bajillion sprays of cat pee stuff. Okay. So hang on. Have I missed a... Okay, I haven't missed a code yet. Okay, so we've got a cheese code in a second. And then we'll take it from there. Okay. 2580. And then 0404. I like it. I like it. I like it. So here we go. Like this box is open, so clearly it's a toy. Well, that's the thing. Basically, if anything is like box shaped, he kind of like interprets it to be a litter box. So when we lived at like our old place, but actually no, I don't even think it was when we were like, I can't remember if like this happened when we were moving or whatever, but there was an instant where we had like a little box full of like little trinkets and stuff that was just like sort of like gathered up, put in a box, and then the box was on the floor. And he like peed in this little box on the floor because it was basically kind of like litter tray shaped. Okay, so a Kartana is grass and steel, which means it's super duper mega weak to fire. But if we can't find fire, fighting is super effective as well. But that's it. Like, steel, one of the best defensive types. Grass, one of the worst defensive types. But you put them together, and you only get 2 weaknesses. So, cat pee smells awful. It does. The bathroom stinks right now. And there are no windows in the bathroom. So it means that soon I'm going to have to, like, leave the bathroom door open. So, like, the bathroom can, like, air out a bunch. And then blah, 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 blah. But anyway. Oh, Cherim. Cherim can set up the sun and use Weather Ball. And then we've got a load of water types, which is frustrating. I'm going to go with Seeking, though, because, I don't know, maybe Lantern would have been better, but... Actually, no, Lantern probably would have been better, but... yeah, okay, this is annoying. Okay, so not the best... Okay, so we absolutely need to get rid of, like, Seeking and Basculin here. Oh, there is a Clefairy to the left. That knows Mystical Fire, so that could be pretty good. But let's see what we've got here. Hang on. Yeah, so Clefairy... No, oh no, that's Jigglypuff. Oh, crud, it's a Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff does not know Mystical Fire. Lopunny has Drain Punch. Oh, Altaria on the left does have Heat Wave, though. More like a Neat Wave. And then there's Ninjask? Is this it? Is this really it? Oh my gosh. Okay. Thankfully, the Weezing does have Heat Wave, though, right? Okay, so... okay, so here's what I'm thinking, Abraham Lincoln. Not really a cat person because of that. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have like an old one that misbehaves like this particular cat, if you have one that's like the other 5 cats, they're wonderful. But this particular cat can be kind of exhausting. But anyway, flower gift can't work due to wheezing. Oh no, you're right. Oh no. Oh dear. This is what happens when we get like weird choices. But we can still like set up the sun in theory, in game theory. And then if like wheezing dies, the ability will kick in for 1 turn. Oh no, but we're gonna have Altaria, so that means the weather. Oh gosh, so like Cherrim's gonna be useless. It's like a double whammy of like. Oh no, wait, hang on. Oh no, wait, but wheezing would then cancel out Altaria. So if we if we have wheezing and Altaria, it means we can have the sun up, and it will power up our moves. So this is really weird and really interesting. Xander, sometimes when you approach one of your cats, he just goes, no, and then rolls over on his back. Okay. Okay, here we go. Right, and then Sludge Bomb. Baby Sludge Bomb. Okay, lovely. Wheezing should also disable Cherrim's ability. Yeah, no, that's what we were saying, that basically, if like Cherrim sets up the sun, Cherrim's ability won't kick in, but the power of the sun will still work, because Altaria's... Normally, you can't, like... You can have the sun up with Altaria on the field, but just you don't get any of the benefits from it. So, like, say if we didn't have wheezing, like, I don't think Cherrim's ability would work for that reason, or we wouldn't get, like, the fire boost from it. But, okay. I'm gonna switch here, just because, because wheezing isn't that useful against Altaria, but Jigglypuff actually kind of is, like, stab super effective theory. So that's something. But yeah, Ninjask or Barbaracle? Okay, we do not want Barbaracle. We want Ninjask. Well, actually, no. I suppose we could go for just whatever's easiest for us to defeat, I suppose, in theory, in game theory. But, yeah, for Zygarde, they block the ability to block Zygarde's ability. Like, Zygarde's, to quote Thanos, Zygarde's ability is inevitable. Because, they just block anything that can change it or, neutralize it. Is electric neutral since it's part dragon? Yes. So it's the best thing, but it's the best thing you can use, so... Because of, like, yeah, so water's bad, but then electric is neutral, so... Okay. But yeah, so it's kind of... So we've got this really weird team here where, like, Altaria has an ability that relies on the sun, but we have Altaria who kind of, like, neutralizes the effects of the sun. Like, the sun still comes out, but you don't get the effects of it. But then wheezing cancels out the Altaria's ability, but then it cancels out Cherrim's ability. So do you Weather Ball, all these abilities? Yeah, sorry. So, because that message only just came in. I think basically you probably do just want to use, like, Weather Ball. I can't remember what your 4th move is. No, Worry Seed. Oh, you could... No, Worry Seed literally wouldn't do anything because of the wheezing either. You could use Worry Seed on wheezing, if you like. But yeah, no, yeah, I think probably just like a neutral Weather Ball, just to do like a teeny amount of damage, is like literally the best thing you can do here. So yeah. Right, here's the max stuff. Emperor Velo or Emperor Velo, the, hang on, 27th? Oh, interesting. Yeah, no, I was just doing, like, what, King James from, Pocahontas 2, so, Okay, there we go. So yeah, sorry, cheat. Like, oh gosh, this is annoying because like Cherim just does not have a whole lot to do here. Do you want to know? Do you want to know what I might suggest here? I have an idea, a game idea. I do have a theory, a game theory. If we switch our 4th place for Altaria, and then maybe Cherim could switch for, maybe Cherim could switch for the Ninjask. Because if who's in 4th place? It's Lantern, right? Hang on, I'm gonna just look at the order. Hang on. Oh no, wait, is Cherim for? No, I'm not first. Oh, I've lost track of everything. In a minute, we'll get the turn order and we'll figure this out. Okay, thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Oh gosh. Okay, so Lantern is 4th. Okay, good. So, yeah. So if we could do like a Lantern for Altaria, but then I know it's a bit of a shame because like Lantern's good against Ninjask, but like Cherim isn't. But we need the firepower from Altaria in 4th place, and Ninjask is frail, so we'll beat it like pretty quickly. But yeah, Weiss, but you're burned. Well, yeah, you're going to be switching though, so that's the whole, like, yeah, you're going to be switching, so the fact you're burned doesn't like affect anything or whatever. So but yeah, and then because then Cherim can switch for and then Cherim could like switch for Ninjas. Again, Cherim is not going to be able to do a whole lot here, unfortunately, and it might even like die to Ninjask here, which kind of sucks. But I think this could be a good switch of Cherim, who's kind of useless, unfortunately. Because we've got the Whinging and the Altaria, Cherim's just kind of useless here. On a normal playthrough, without an Altaria or Whinging, Cherim would be wonderful, because it would boost fire moves. We would, like, one-hit the Kartana, basically, with a fire move, if the sun was up, and we had that special attack increase. Like, we would literally one-shot it. But yeah. Hang on. I feel like I can hear wing flapping. Can I hear Ninjask's wing flapping? Or am I just, like, going crazy? Okay. Right, I'm just going to kiss this thing, and we'll see how it goes. Can Whinging even hit Cutter? Well, it has Heat Wave, right? I mean, Whinging does have Heat Wave, right? If Whinging doesn't have Heat Wave, then we're in trouble. But I thought Whinging had, like, Sludge Bomb, Heat Wave, Dark Pulse, and then, okay. Anyway, Bark. But yeah, so that's the thing. Whinging and Kartana, although not Stab, they both have Heat Wave. So they'll, like, win this for us. Because basically, Whinging is the one Pokemon that can hit Heatran with fire moves. So Altaria used Heat Wave. Oh, it missed! There's 2 in front of you! Okay, here's the Max Flare. Here's what I'm going to be interested to see here. The sun is going to be up. Will Weather Ball turn into a fire move? Or will, like, the non-existent Cloud9 not do anything? Well, let's find out, shall we, on Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, if this Weather Ball is super effective, then... Actually, if this Weather Ball is super effective, maybe we could keep Cherim. It won't have the boosts, but if this Weather Ball is a super effective fire move... No! Okay, no, this is doing it on me, that's fine. Right, here's the Heat Wave, more like a Neat Wave. Oh, and it's a crit! Okay, dang. Right, and then here's Weather Ball. Oh, it worked! Oh, so okay, so maybe we don't want this Ninjask? Because Altaria can, like, set up the sun, and then Cherrim can use Weather Ball, so that's cool, yeah, so Wheezing does, yeah, so basically, yeah, it's just that the sun is up, so, okay, that kind of works. How funny, though, to have a Cherrim use a Fire-type Weather Ball, but, like, in that base form, so that's kind of funny. See, this is what I love about the Dynamax Adventures, that basically, after playing, like, 1,058 times, or whatever number I said earlier, after playing that long, you see so many, you see, like, so many different combinations of different things that can happen. So, like, we've seen, like, Helping Hand and Instruct be used, where, like, Helping Hand can help your move out twice, sort of thing. You know, we've seen, like, just different, like, Pokemon all mashed together and see, like, how their abilities and stuff interact with one another, and I just really love that. I really love that we've, like, seen all these different things, so, it's a pity your starting Pokemon can't be shiny because you deserve a shiny Cherrim for your loyalty. I know, Cheese does deserve a shiny Cherrim. But here we go. Or should I say here we boo? Oh, the cat's going nuts. Right. Let's do this thing. Okay. Right, Altaria's going big. But will it go home? That is the question. And the answer. Oh no, it is using Air Cutter. No, Air Cutter. Okay. Right, here's the Max Flare. More like a Max Hair. Kadoosh. Oh my god. Okay, Kartana is very frail, guys. Like, imagine if that was Stab. If that was Stab, we would have won. It's getting desperate. It's going to use generative AI. No, it's not. Look at all those flappy generative AI limbs. Well done, everyone. Well done. So Team 4 galore, baby. Very nicely done, everyone. Very well done. It's paper. What do you expect? I mean, touche. But yeah, no. No, well done, everyone. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Is there a paper emoji? Is there an origami emoji? I don't know. So well done, everyone. Very nice work. We'll figure out our final team in a couple of moments, so stick around for that. But let's do this thing. Will I get an Ultra Beast? Let's find out. So, Jigglypuff is a no. Altaria is a no. Ninjask is a no. But will we get the Midnight Cosmic Disco Ball Blacephalon? No, because that was earlier. But will we get the blue thingied Kartana? No, it's a red thingy, or reddy orangey thingied Kartana. The humanity. Shout out to my marine biologist friend, humanity. So, Jigglypuff is a no. Altaria is a no. Ninjask is a no. And Kartana is a no. Wait, Kieran. Kieran, did you get a shiny Jigglypuff? Jigglypuff. Oh, wait, I need Jigglypuff for the old spreadsheet Areno. That is one of the... I was like, wait, don't I need Jigglypuff for the old spreadsheet Areno? Yes. So Kieran got a shiny, and I got the old spreadsheet Areno. Hang on, let me just quickly double check the old Stars and Sparkles. A Puff and a Tuff in the same day. Okay, no. Wait, who got Tuff? Because didn't someone get Clefable earlier? I thought it was Clefable. Oh, Xander is now acknowledging that maybe it was a Clefable. Was it a Clefable earlier? A lot of I will just say a lot of shinies today, whether it's Scepter or whatever. But yeah, like regardless, regardless. That is, that's pretty cool. But yeah, no, okay, no sparkles, no sparkles, no sparkles, no sparkles. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Jigglypuff then, because that's on the old spreadsheet arena. Wow. Wowie zowie. Wow. So guys, gals, non-binary pals, the only region I need more than, well, to Encanto, if I got a male Butterfree, that'd kind of be nifty. But like Magmar, we got Magmar in Kanto, Sudowoodo and Dunsparce in Johto, Exploud in Hoenn, Lampent in Unova, Lurantis in Alola, and Dubwool in Galar. We are working our way through the old spreadsheet arena. Right. Are there any older records you wish to erase? No. Okay. So guys, gals, non-binary pals. So let's figure out our final thing, shall we? So could you guys let me know your wildcards, let me know how many times you've played. Maybe as well, let me know if you can do Celesteela. Like, let me know if you are able to do a Celesteela, because maybe we'll have a Weiss-hosted Celesteela. And then, but I'll just remind you guys. So those are my tickets. Ready, set, bow. So let me know your tickets. Strike number of times you've played, and then say like I have tickets for, and then let me know if you can do Celesteela, because I get confused. Is it like Cheese who has Celesteela, and like Onlara has Guzzlord, and then I start to get lost after that. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, well, Kieran, I think you're like a strike 3 anyway, right? Yeah, you're like a strike 3, which is why you would have been left out and why it was fine for you to be in the last one. So, okay. So it looks like everyone can do Celesteela. And then, yeah, so why don't we do a Celesteela? I feel like we haven't done one of those for like a little while. You know, it feels like a while since my mouth has sort of said, like, the white bamboo Celesteela, or something like that. So let's do a democracy, shall we, guys? So, Weiss, you're going to host, but we need to figure out who's playing with you. So, because everyone else has played twice, although Onlara could lose. No, Onlara didn't put a strike 2, but I can see in the spreadsheet you're a strike 2. It's good, you're good. Okay. So, so here we go. So hang on. So number 1 is Onlara. Number 2 is Kevin. Number 3 is Kiba. Oh, so hang on. This might be a Nightbot negative. Okay, we only have 3 people here. I thought you'd put strike 2 as well, to be honest. It was only once I actually looked at it, I was like, oh wait. So no, it's good. You're good. Don't worry. We're not gonna like Xander the Hammer or anything. Don't worry. You're good. Okay. So I was just looking through and I was like, if I in a different universe, a harsher version of myself would say, that's it, Kevin and Kiba are playing. But no, we're gonna do a democracy here. Way to strike out. Did somebody say Hammer? Okay. So but yeah, no. So number 1 is Onlara. Number 2 is Kevin. Number 3 is Kiba. We're gonna do Sabertooth. Oh, hang on a minute, Sabertooth. Would you like to do a Celesteela with us? We're about to do a Celesteela. You've literally dropped in at like the perfect time to be able to join us if you are interested. And if you are, then it will change our Nightbot negative selection game into the Nightbot random selection game. So if you're interested, Shay, let me know and we can add you. Yeah, okay. Let's get Sabertooth or Celesteela. Okay. So this is gonna be. Hang on. This is why I leave the team selections until the last minute. Like after we do the initial. Like after everyone gets 1 turn, this is why I do try and leave it, because you never know who's gonna join and when and why and stuff like that. So okay. So hang on. We're gonna go. So Weiss is hosting, and then Sabertooth is Sabertooth is going to join in. And then basically, I do apologize to our 3 contestants, because their odds of joining just went from, like, say, I don't know, 2 out of 3 to a 1 out of 3. maybe I should give it to Onlara because it's a third. Oh no, wait, because Onlara's not here as much anymore. But nevertheless, we're gonna do a democracy. This is gonna be the Nightbot random selection game. Whoever Nightbot picks will be our third and final player. Okay, so if it's number 1, it's Onlara. If it's number 2, it's Kevin, and if it's number 3, it's Kiba. Okay, ready, set, bow. Good luck, everyone. Let's see what we got. The random number is 57. You were about to say Thursday. I was. No, but here's the thing. Onlara said about being here on Thursday. Like, I won't be around for a few. I'll see you on Thursday. And then Onlara wasn't here yesterday, but is here today. So that's also why my brain... I'm not, like, trying to blame Onlara, but, like, that's why my brain was a bit set on Thursday as well, because I was expecting to see Onlara again on a Thursday. So I was like, I'm seeing Onlara again. That means it's Thursday. It's like, no, it's not. So, Kiba is the winner. Oh, crud, my screen went dark. No, Onlara, please, like, no need to apologize. It's just one of those things where my brain went to, like, the wrong place, because... democracy. Kiba, how are you feeling about democracy? But Onlara, you can be the substitute, and Kevin. So anyway, guys, so Team 5 is going to be Weiss, Shibertooth, and Kiba. Congratulations! And then Onlara can be our substitute. Should we have any issues? So, would you like to embark upon a Dynamax adventure? We're going to say anything goes. And then, sorry to keep you, Weiss. Sorry, I know that takes a while to organize, but that is what happens when someone joins in at, like, the perfect time. So yeah, this is going to be Weiss is going to give us a code in a second and set up for a Celesteela. And then Shibertooth is going to join us and Kiba's going to join us. So, okay, so here we go. Weiss has the code. It's 0616 and then 1995. Hey, Kevin, at least you can't accuse me or Nightbot of, like, Onlara favoritism now, because I picked neither of you. Although now you're going to say Kiba favoritism, because it's like, well, Kiba has his own theme song. It's like, hey, Xander has a theme song too. Kramin has 2 theme songs. So then I feel like I have to give Xander another theme song, but then I have to think what it is. Oh yeah, you guys can always do Scepter if you are in chat. So anyway, Weiss, Bo, Eden, and then we just need either an Odachi or Shirado, but it's Odachi, so... okay, well done, everyone. Here we go. So, final round of the day. This is Celesteela, a steel, who knew, and flying type. The flying type is less known. But no, steel and flying, so same type as Skarmory, which means that fire and electric are the only 2 super effective things here. So, not necessarily a whole load of choices, but there are a lot of Pokemon with fire moves, though, I will say. And there are a few with Thunderbolt. That, like, say, you know, even ones that, like, say, aren't electric or whatever. Oh, Boltund! The flaming Boltund! Kramin favoritism. No, seriously, there is no favoritism between mods. Archie, you're hit. No, I'm kidding. But no. No, seriously, like, you guys are awesome, and I really do appreciate what you do. And just sort of the positivity, but, like, security you bring to all these. So thank you. Jinx. Oh, Marowak! Marowak! There's an Alolan Marowak. I know that there's Heliolisk as well, but Marowak's better. Oh, and then Drifblim has Thunderbolt. So, okay, I'm going to pick Jinx because I need Shiny Jinx, and because Skarmory has Stab super effective Max Steel Spike. And then we can do Marowak, and then we can do Drifblim, and then that can be really good. So, I think we're going to be all right here. Oh, hang on, stream was a bit laggy there. Ooh, dear. Oh, chat. You know how, like a week ago or so, we had a couple of really bad streams where, like, we were dropping frames and they were getting, like, really laggy and stuff. So I did figure out, the thing I did figure out, well, not necessarily figure out, but I realized I did have an OBS update that I hadn't done. I'd kind of put it off, because sometimes when I do the updates, it like resets a bunch of my settings, and I don't want to have to faff around with changing settings like 5 minutes before a stream, you know? So I had like put it off for like a couple of days. But then I realized, like, oh, I wonder if that's why I'm having issues. So I did the update, and I've been fine ever since. I do think maybe that was the reason why. But then yesterday, I got a message for an update as well, and I've put that off. So after this stream, I really do need to, like, do this new update, because otherwise we could get issues again. So, okay, crunch, more like a lunch. And then it's singing it around. Row, 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 you merrily, merrily. Okay. Here we go. Hang on. Cheese. We love everybody evenly except Kevin. Exactly. No. No, we do love everyone equally here, and I really do appreciate you guys. So thank you, seriously. Okay. So Jinx. We're gonna we gotta catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but you can catch them. Ash, catch them. And then we can yeah. So we don't want this Jinx, do we? Because it's like weak to steel and blah 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 blah. But let's see what we got. Okay. Because basically, we want to switch for the Marowak, and we want to switch for the Drifblim. The question is, what order do we want to switch for them in? Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if we get rid of, like, if we get rid of Amoonguss for the Marowak. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that as the point where you were like, oh, do I switch for this? Okay, so Marowak's next. I'm just going to hold off for a second just so that I can talk through this a little bit. I think if we switched Amoonguss to Marowak, Amoonguss could then Dynamax against Drifblim and get super effective hits against it. And then, because here's the reason why Drifblim, if Drifblim were our Dynamaxer, it could set up the Thunderbolt, and then that works really well with my Rising Voltage. So, like, that could be a good combo and a good pairing and everything. So that's kind of my theory there. Like, Drifblim could set up the electric, and then that would power up the Bolt under whole load. I know we don't really have any... Skarmory is going to be a bit of a, look at me, I'm helping. But that can't be helped, ironically. So does that sound okay? There wasn't, like, I don't think, like, double swapping for the Jinx or anything would have been good. I don't think switching Skarmory for Jinx would have been good. Like, Skarmory is weirdly better here than Jinx would have been, despite them both being weak, because Jinx is essentially, like, ×4 weak to fire because of its ability. So, yeah. So I think, basically, we are just going to have to, like, put up with Skarmory. Like, Crawdaunt would be better than Skarmory, but Crawdaunt's in 4th place, and I do think that having... and I do think setting up the electric will be a useful and important thing. So, yeah. So if we do Marowak for Amoonguss, and then Drifblim for the Crawdaunt, then I think this will be really good. At least in theory, in game theory. But we'll have to see. Okay. Right. Let's do this. Okay. Assurance. Nice. And a crit. I was going to say, that did a load of damage. Lash out, more like a thrash out. Nice. We're doing a lot of damage with these physical attacks. I thought Marowak had good physical defense, but... Oh no, did Skarmory just get one shot there? Oh, it was a crit! I was going to say, I wondered if Skarmory could maybe tank that just because of its good defenses. But, and because Marowak's not holding a thick club, but if it gets a crit, yeah, that's going to wipe you out. Oh, that sucks. That's really unlucky. That's really unlucky. But, like, that's just very unlucky. But okay, here's the max darkness. And then we'll, like, take it from there. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8. That was feeble and not great. Okay, and lash out. Well done, everyone. So we get ground down by a Marowak. If it's a Cantonian one, no grounding down here because it's an Alolan one. Guys, who do we prefer out of Alolan Marowak or Cantonian Marowak? My personal favorite is the Alolan one. I think it's so cool. I know it is sort of weird and sad that it loses the ground typing, but it's so cool, man. And like Fire and Ghost, like, it's great. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Okay. So yeah, Marowak for Amoonguss. So Sabertooth, Amoonguss, switch for the Marowak. Oh, and that Quick Claw will come in handy as well, actually. So that would be good. So yeah, if we do Amoonguss, I can't compare two icons. You must cheese, otherwise you're gonna get banned. No, I'm kidding. Okay, and then Drifblim on the left. Yeah, so we go to the left to the Drifblim, and then we'll be good. Okay. Okie dokie. So, right. Okay, here we go. Or should I say here we boo? Did somebody say ban? No. Very nice, Xander. I actually can't remember if I did say ban or what. Did I say ban or hammer? I don't know. Okay. Hang on. What's like the speed order here? Am I fastest? Wow, my special attack and physical attack are the same here. That's interesting. So I am going to go with a Rising Voltage first, but then if Marowak gets a Max Phantasm, more like Donate Plasm, then that means that like a Crunch could work or whatever, so... Oh no, I'm getting sleepy. Whew. But, oh, chat, I'll tell you one quick random thing. So those of you who followed me for a long time know that I had a thing where I had, like, some stomach issues, and then last year I had a tooth removed, and I got put on antibiotics, and when I took the antibiotics, my stomach issue went away. But then, at the beginning of this year, the stomach issue, after, like, 8 months of being gone, the stomach issue came back, like, literally on, like, 1st of January. This year, so like 3 months ago, and I had it for like kind of a few weeks, and then I went to the doctor and I got some antibiotics, and things kind of improved whilst I was on them, but then kind of slid back a bit once I was off them. But then I did my signing event, and then sort of after that I was kind of good for a while, like, because normally when I have the stomach thing, even if I have like a sort of quote-unquote good day, I could still feel something was different like all the time. Whereas like, okay, yeah, so Drifblim for Crawdaunt, nicely done, well done, Kiba. Because once I start getting with these stories, I sometimes, forget to be like, oh no, I got to remind everyone. But here's the weird thing. You may be wondering, oh yeah, what happened? Because you sort of said, like, it hadn't really been resolved. Like, you'd had antibiotics this, like, second time, hoping it would cure it, and then it didn't. But I did the signing event, and then my stomach was kind of okay for a bit. And then and then it kind of sort of began to come back. But then basically, for the past couple of weeks, I know this sounds weird, basically, I bought a bunch of lettuce, and I've been eating like lettuce every day because I've sort of like, well, I want to get more like sort of veg. I want to have like a bit more veg and stuff because I like fiber and vitamins and stuff. So I've been like munching on lettuce a lot. And basically, ever since I've had the lettuce, I had one day a few days ago where I was kind of a bit weird for like a few hours or that day or whatever. But I've been like okay, and when I say okay, like even on the because beforehand it was like I could always feel something was different and like my appetite was less and stuff like that for months and months. Whereas now I kind of have days where I think I feel fine, or I feel mostly fine. Like the problem is I don't know whether I feel different or not. So for example, like say I've had my fast food Friday, but like I ate it fine. Like I didn't, because I used to get to like the end of my fast food Friday and be a bit like, oh, I don't know if I can finish this. Whereas now I can again, and I did today, like no problemo. And so like I've weirdly sort of been okay once I've kind of been like, you know, trying to eat a bit more fiber and stuff like that. But it's one of those things where I don't think that this was like purely a diet thing, because the antibiotics did genuinely cure something the first time. So all this is to say that I'm very confused as to what's going on. You know, don't know what it all means, don't know what it's about. But I'm kind of like mostly fine now. I might have like a weird day occasionally, but the thing is, normally what would happen is if I had a weird day, I would have like a weird kind of few days or something. But like with like each getting a bit less weird. But I don't know, like I've kind of just been okay. I've had like a good appetite. My stomach doesn't feel weird after I eat like absolutely everything. I don't know. So maybe I just need to find a couple of extra like veggies and stuff to eat in addition to my lettuce, and then I'll be okay. But just very weird, very, very weird. Right, Max Rockfall. Oh, crud. Assurance does more than stab steel. If you, depends on the situation, but yeah, but it's a bit of a weird thing, because I was really like, I think I might have to like go to the doctor and go and see like some like stomach specialist or something. But the problem is now I'm kind of like, what do I do? Like, I think I'm okay. I don't know if I'm 100% okay, but I don't want to have to go into all the, and particularly like here where I could end up maybe getting like charged something. I don't want to go through all the sort of like, you know, hullabaloo of like going to like a stomach specialist or something. And particularly if my stomach's kind of largely feeling fine, then they might not be able to find anything. They might be like, yeah, no, you've got nothing wrong with you. So, even though maybe something is wrong with me. So, like, if you're, like, feeling in pain or something, if you're, like, not feeling right, you kind of hope that, well, if I go to a doctor and I have a test, the test will probably show something because I'm not feeling okay. But because I have kind of been feeling okay, it's like, well, would a test show anything? Like, I don't know. So, it's a bit of a weird situation, but well done, everyone. So, well done. Team 5. Sorry, we kind of talked through that whilst I talked about health issues, but... So, I mean, hopefully I'm okay, but... Again, maybe, like, the antibiotics I took kind of started something, and then I've just kind of been, like, slowly fighting it off ever since, you know? I don't know. It's all very confusing, and that's sort of been the annoying thing about all this for the past, like, year and a half, but... Right, Jinx is not shiny. Marowak is not shiny. Oh, wait, is it? No. Oh, I jinxed it. Ha 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 ha. But anyway, Drifblim. I didn't, like, press the button. But no, Drifblim isn't shiny. But will we get my first ever wild card, my first ever Ultra Beast? Will we get the White Bamboo Celesteela? No, I never get Ultra Beast. Chat, like, when am I going to get a wild card or an Ultra Beast? This is getting ridiculous now. I have been doing wild cards. I don't know when I first started doing wild cards. Like, I may not have done wild cards for, like, the first month or maybe, like, 2 of the streams. But I'm pretty sure since, say, like, October of last year, I've been doing wild cards. And... So if we say, like, I've been doing wild cards since October, even if you say, like, November, you know, It's like a while, you know, I've probably doing like 5 wild cards a week since like November or whatever. At the very least 5 or whatever. And like, you know, if you say like, okay, so that's like 20 a month, that's like November is 20, December makes 40, January makes like 60, February makes 80, March would make 100, and that's with like a very, you know, sort of quote unquote conservative low estimate. I have done so many wild cards at this point, and you guys get loads of shinies playing with me, but I don't get shinies playing with you. And that is a sort of a sad end to a sad week, really. But yeah, so no shinies for you guys. That sucks if so. But okay, let's just check. So no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. Do we have any good natures or abilities or anything? An adamant Drifblim is terrible. But okay. So let me just quickly check the old... so Marowak is... So we need Magmar, not Jinx. But yeah. Let's see. So, okay. Magmar is not a Jinx. To be honest... crud. I think at this point I probably should simplify this spreadsheet so it's all just like in one column or something. But I don't know. But anyway, Bark, it's just a theory. A game theory. So yeah, no. So yeah, Marowak is not a Magmar or a male Butterfree. Drifblim is non-existent. Celesteela is a Celesteela, and Jinx isn't a Magmar either. So yeah, no, I'm going to go for Marowak because I like collecting all the Marowaks. Because maybe if I collect enough Marowaks, I will... maybe if we fight enough Marowaks... I will, the shiny will have to appear, right? Isn't that how gaming works? I don't know. Oh! Kiba got shiny in DD? That's a good one. That's a good one. It is quite gettable in Scarlet and Violet with the power of sandwiches. But still. Right. So, chat, I think that will be all for today. I have 35 beast balls. That's kind of wild. But yeah, that's going to be funny. I think, like, the thing I'll have to do is, I don't know. We'll have to start, like, basically, once we get down to, like, our final Ultra Beast, or, like, only Ultra Beasts, we'll have to start using Ultra Balls or something, but anyway. Right, anyway, Bark. So, no, Kiba, guys, so many shinies today, like, in chat and stuff, like, what were the ones we got earlier? The Absol, there was, like, Absol and Indeedee for a Scepter, and then Jigglypuff. Yeah, loads of stuff, like, both in the streams and, like, off stream, and on Lara got the Golden Mesprit, and yeah, like, very impressive stuff. So yeah, I like, is Kiba the winner? I guess Kiba's the winner because, like, 2 shinies, but on Lara did get a load of stuff today, so on Lara's kind of won in her own special way, and Clefable, Jigglypuff, Indeedee, Absol. But yeah, but then we had, like, the stuff like the Golden Mesprit and the Soul Rock and stuff like that. So yeah, very, very impressive. Right, guys, I'm gonna go play more Xenoblade. Unless I have any auditions or anything, but I don't look to right now. So, but that's it. I will just say, I love this career so much, and I'm so thankful that I get to be here and do this. And even on a strike, I still, you know, wouldn't trade this for the kind of life I had back in England, or that I could have had back in England, or whatever. But I will say, when you get to, like, 4:15 on a Friday, right, and you don't have any auditions, right, sort of thing, if you haven't had anything come through and it gets to, like, 4:15, there is that part of your brain which is a bit like, okay, like, am I going to get auditions? Because at this point, it's, like, so late in the day. It'd be kind of cool if I didn't, if I could kind of just, like, start getting into my weekend now. but you never know when they're going to come in or whatever and stuff like that. But but it's sort of just one of those things where it's like, if you could have come in, couldn't you have come in earlier and stuff like that. That is one thing about auditions. Like when you get them like later in the day, if you get them early enough in the day, you're kind of like, right, okay, I'll do this tonight or whatever. But when you start thinking like, right, okay, I have a free evening, and then one comes in and you're just like, oh, what? No, I planned my evening though. That's when it can be a bit annoying. Um, never mind. Right. It's like on like early release or whatever right now, isn't it? I forgot Kevin said the name of it. I forgot the name of that. That's sort of like the early release type thing. I forgot what it's kind of called. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure when it like releases like fully and properly and everything. So I'll let you know once I know. I don't know if it is no, but yes, Bo, listen to the audio on the stream, and when I set up Sunday's stream, set it so it starts at 2 o'clock and not 4 o'clock. Right, guys. So today is Friday. Well done for making it through another week. Well done for all the shinies. I love you guys dearly. Please enjoy the rest of your Friday. Please enjoy your Saturday. And then we will be back on Sunday for more Strike Streams. The last 2 Sundays, we actually have gone a little bit longer, and because there have been like a lot of people. If the same happens this Sunday, maybe we will. We'll throw in an extra like adventure or two, but we have to see how it goes. If there aren't many people, I won't bother. But if we do have a few more people or whatever, then we can stretch it out. So I will see you guys on Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific time, not 4 p.m., 2 p.m. So I will see you then. Enjoy your weekend until then. Enjoy your Friday night. Enjoy your Saturday. And enjoy your Sunday morning. And I'll see you guys on Sunday. Take care. Lots of love. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't. If you're watching this without subscribing, which I don't... You guys have subscribed, right? You have to. You're in chat. And ring the bell so that you know when I'm going live, even if I set the time to the wrong thing. But hey, so thank you all so much. Take care and have a good weekend. See you Sunday. Bye bye.